Viewers shocked at what happens right in front of Trump as he stands for our national anthem. The Trumps made their way to France this week, marking the second international trip that they've taken in last 10 days. President Trump has been determined in his resolve to make America great again, and realizes the importance of mending the international relationships that Obama destroyed over the past 8 years. Predictably, liberals have been camped out and anxiously waiting for the moment that President Trump would screw up so they would have another reason to gripe about his presidency. But in their latest attempt to make Trump look like a chump, liberal media outlets have only embarrassed themselves on the world stage, in a major screw-up that will leave you completely astonished. CNN anchor Poppy Harlow was providing the live coverage of President Trump's initial meeting with French President Emmanuel Macron on Tuesday, where the two men had planned to talk about the U.S.-France relationship and the role it plays in the fight against ISIS. As our nation's colors were raised alongside of France's and our national anthem played, Harlow then directed viewers to listen in, and that's when she proved to the world just how anti-American she truly is. "Let's just listen into the French national anthem for just a moment," she said, confusing the Star-Spangled Banner for the French national anthem. Hilariously, the song went on for several verses where a CNN producer can be heard whispering in the background to inform Harlow of her error, after which she embarrassingly corrected herself. "The U.S. American national anthem, I should say," Harlow said. "Let's listen." Western journalism reported. Trump stood for the anthem with his hand placed over his heart while Macron stood with his hands at his sides as the two world leaders came together for Bastille Day in France, which is celebrated Friday. Trump and Macron pledged support for one another regarding a range of issues, particularly counterterrorism. Trump noted that Thursday, the eve of Bastille Day, came just one day prior to the one-year anniversary of the terrorist attack in Nice, France. "We all remember that, how horrible that was," Trump said, focusing on his agenda to fight enemies of humanity, and praising Macron for supporting the fight against terrorism. "I applaud President Macron for his courageous call for less bureaucracy and a Europe that protects its citizens," Trump said. Macron shared Trump's desire to work together. "We underlined a number of shared convictions and, most important, the joint roadmap in order to work together," Macron said. "When it comes to fighting terrorism, from day one, I can say we've seen eye to eye," the French leader added. It's no wonder why CNN so vehemently despises President Trump, as he's proving himself to be the most pro-American and patriotic president in recent history. But what's appalling is just how anti-American the anchors of CNN truly are, if they aren't even able to recognize that the Star-Spangled Banner is an American song, not to mention the theme song for our country. Despite the liberal media's negative coverage of Trump's trip from the day he stepped into France, Trump has been kicking ass, setting aside his political differences with the pro-immigration French president to bask in the rich history that the United States shares with the French country. Trump's trip is to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the entry of the United States into World War I, where he will attend the Bastille Day parade on Friday. White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer said the two leaders will further build on the strong counterterrorism cooperation and economic partnership between the two countries, and they will discuss many other issues of mutual concern, USA Today reported. President Trump is steadfast in his goal to make our country great again and forge better international relationships, despite the rhetoric-filled propaganda that the liberal media continues to slander him with. It's pretty hilarious that no matter what they do to bring our president down, they only continue to make themselves look like the world's biggest jackasses. Perhaps it's time that CNN changes their slogan to "the most trusted name in news" to "holy crap, we really suck."